I remember just sitting here hitting the refresh button, and every time I did it would go up by 10 likes, then 50 likes, then 100 likes. And I went, babe, you better come and see this. I went viral on Twitter, and I'm going to break down the 4 steps I took to make it happen so you can create viral content too. So this is the post. As you can see, it got a lot of likes and shares and about 6 million views on Twitter. And on Instagram, I think it even had more shares than this. Ariana Huffington shared it, Stephen Bartlett from Dragon's Den shared it, and a bunch of therapists told me that they've got it up in their offices now, which is probably the thing that makes me the most excited. Like, actual patients and clients are getting value from this post. The post was inspired by my own journey of blogging daily for 2 years. So every day for 730 days in a row, I published a blog post. And in the beginning, I was trying to do it perfectly every day. I was trying to publish like 1,000-word blog post every day. And I very quickly realized I wasn't going to be able to give it 100% energy every day. I realized that actually 2% energy was enough to keep the ball rolling. And that's all I had to do. I didn't have to do 1,000-word blog post every day. Some of my blog posts were 1 sentence. And on that note, let's dive into the first of the 4 things that I did to go viral, which is I created thousands of pieces of content before my overnight success on Twitter. A lot of people on Twitter were like, what is this girl? Who is she? Where's she coming from? Because it was actually my 4th post on Twitter. And so it kind of looked like I had come out of nowhere, but really, I had been creating content for literally thousands of days. And this matters both because I got better and better at creating content, but also because I outworked chance. The chances of creating a viral post are low, but when you create a ton of posts, your chances of creating a viral post get much higher. And so I just rolled the dice a ton of times. Like, I rolled it thousands of times to get to this viral post. I learned how to create content even when nobody cared at all, because I was willing to show up because I loved it and I loved what I was creating. And it wasn't just about going viral, although that is nice, but I wanted to create it. And so it didn't feel like energy just for the result. It was always energy for the purpose of just creating and loving what I was doing. And now that I have gone viral, I kind of have a bit more of a formula, and a lot more of my posts have been doing really well recently as well. So think about that right now. Are you willing to show up every day for years and create content before it goes viral? Because if you are, you're definitely going to create something viral eventually. You can't not, you're going to outwork chance. But if you want a little bit of a shorter journey to going viral, keep listening, because I'm going to share exactly what I do to create viral content in the next few steps. So the second thing that I did to go viral was I drew on my personal experience and my personal truth. Lots of people have copied my work. I see recreations of that post everywhere, all over the internet now, but it doesn't have the same effect. It's not going viral in the same way because I think it doesn't have that authenticity. People are saying to show up daily that way, but they're not living it. Like, I lived it every day for 2 years. I showed up to blog, and every day for a whole year I showed up to meditate. So if you want to create viral content, make sure it's something that is true and authentic to you, because it is going to come across so much better that way. The third thing that I did to go viral was I found a viral medium, and that was graphics. I found a medium that worked for the content that I wanted to share. This wasn't the first time I'd created that post about going viral. It's just that I had been writing about it before, and it didn't hit in the same way that seeing the graphic did. I used to just put up photos of me with a caption underneath, and then I realized that that's not effective because nobody wants to share that. Nobody wants to share a random picture of this random girl on the internet. They want to share things that they can instantly see are shareable. So videos or graphics or images that are interesting to people instantly are very viral and shareable. And so you want to figure out for your message, what is the medium that's going to be the most effective? Graphics, videos, memes, funny content, shocking content, it all works. Here are some other posts that I created that also did really well. This ladder graphic is basically the same graphic as the one with the circles, except that it's just visualized slightly differently. And that one did really well as well. And this work-life balance one hit hard. Like, so many people keep sharing that one still today. So how can you get your message to be super easy to consume and share? And the fourth thing I did to go viral was I looked through all of my content that people were really resonating with, and I wrote down why. I went through my successful content and other people's viral content and looked at what are the key things that someone has to feel or experience when they're looking at a post in order to make them want to share it. Because viral content has to be shareable. It has to be something they're going to say, I want my mom to see this. I want my friends and my colleagues to see this. They've got to have that reaction. And so here are the 5 things that I see for my genre, my niche, that works really, really well. And you're going to have to find for you what that is. But for my audience, it has to be surprising. It has to be something where they go, oh, I never thought of that before. And so I like to take a regular idea and just make a little twist to it. You want to go like, you've been thinking it's this all along, but it's actually this. And that's what's going to make people feel surprised. The second thing for my audience to resonate is it has to be validating. They do not like to be told off, I have learned. Nobody likes like a harsh, you're doing it wrong. But people don't mind to be told, hey, it's actually not your fault. Did you know that it's not your fault that this is happening? There's this thing that's going on. And so if you can make people feel validated, like their experience is real and they feel understood, that is a huge game changer for going viral. The third piece for my audience is it has to be relatable. If I want to create a viral post, I can't expect that it's only going to resonate with a few people. Like this has to be like broad statements that fit everyone. The fourth thing is that it has to be simple. Someone has to immediately understand what is going on, because if they don't, they will just scroll past nowadays. There's so much content on the internet, they're not going to stay to figure out what's going on. It's got to be like that surprise moment instantly hits. And the fifth thing that I find works really well for my audience is when it is actionable. When they feel like they can take this concept and use it in their life to make their life better in some way, it resonates and they want to share it to help the people around them make a better change in their life too. And this is why I think therapists have printed this off and put it on their office walls, because it's resonating on a level that people can actually take and use and apply in their lives. I encourage you to go and look at viral content and figure out what the key fundamental elements are for making that post go viral. Like get a bunch of posts together and go, what have they got in common? And what are all the posts that don't go viral got in common? Like, why are they not working? Because when you can figure that out, you can filter out not only what a post needs, but what it needs to not have as well. I know it can't be boring or complicated or take a long time to read or be in weird grammatical sentences or be a really convoluted way of saying something. It has to be really simple. And now I can apply this to every piece of content that I create going forward. And because I create a lot of content, eventually something else is gonna go viral too. That's what I did to go viral on Twitter. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want more content like this, and I will talk to you in the next video.